The observation deck hung in a terrible silence as Commander Diana Blake stood motionless, her posture rigid and unyielding despite the dozen energy weapons trained directly at her. The massive view screen behind her displayed the vast expanse of space, dotted with the imposing silhouettes of Imperial battleships. Their metallic hulls gleamed with the accumulated history of conquered civilizations, yet something about the lone human woman made the alien commanders hesitate. She had been brought here after the systematic destruction of her scout ship, a vessel considered primitive by galactic standards. Her crew had been eliminated, her communication systems destroyed, and her chances of survival were mathematically zero. The Imperial Council believed they were making an example of her, a message to any who might dare resist their galactic dominion. They were gravely mistaken. Diana's eyes, a steely blue that seemed to cut through the technological marvel of the alien bridge, scanned the faces of her captors. Reptilian, insectoid, and crystalline beings watched her with a mixture of curiosity and mounting unease. The lead commander, a towering creature with iridescent scales and multiple sets of eyes, stepped forward with an air of practiced intimidation. Beneath her standard-issue uniform, Diana felt the subtle weight of her backup systems. Years of covert preparation, of studying alien technologies, of developing countermeasures that went beyond traditional military thinking, had led to this moment. Her team back home had spent decades analyzing every piece of intercepted alien communication, every fragment of technology they could acquire. Human, the commander rasped through a translation device. You are the last of your kind in this sector. Your resistance is meaningless. Your species has been marked for complete elimination. A smile, small, dangerous, crossed Diana's lips. The aliens took an involuntary step back. Humans were not supposed to be this composed. They were meant to beg, to show fear, to break under the weight of technological superiority. You've heard that before, she replied, her voice calm and steady. How many species have you said those exact words to? How many civilizations have you promised extinction? The commander's translator buzzed with a hint of confusion. Diana knew the psychological warfare game well. Every moment she kept them talking was another moment her backup plan could come to fruition. Her hand moved slightly and the nearest alien guard tensed. But she was merely adjusting the small device on her wrist, a communication beacon that looked laughably primitive compared to the advanced holographic interfaces surrounding her. What you fail to understand, she continued, is that humanity doesn't measure strength by technological advancement. We measure it by spirit, by the ability to adapt, to fight against impossible odds. A low rumble began to vibrate through the ship's massive hull. The aliens exchanged nervous glances. Diana's smile widened imperceptibly. The beacon on her wrist was not just a communication device. It was a quantum entanglement trigger, linked to a network of automated defense satellites her people had secretly positioned throughout the sector. These satellites looked like space debris, mimicking natural asteroid formations, waiting perfectly camouflaged. Diana's mind drifted briefly to the preparation, countless nights of planning, of developing technologies that pushed the boundaries of human understanding. Her team had worked in secret, knowing that their greatest weapon was the element of surprise. Suddenly, the void of space erupted. Dozens of previously invisible defense platforms powered up, their weapon systems targeting the Imperial fleet with devastating precision. The first volley of quantum disruption missiles tore through the battleship's shields with impossible ease. Panic erupted on the bridge. The commander stumbled backwards, its multiple eyes wide with disbelief. Humans were supposed to be predictable, manageable. They were not supposed to be this calculating, this prepared. Each missile strike was a testament to human ingenuity, weapons designed not through brute force, but through clever engineering and an understanding of quantum mechanics that the galactic races had overlooked. Years of scientific research, of pushing technological boundaries, had culminated in this moment. We don't just survive, Diana said quietly, almost to herself. We evolve, we plan, we fight. The Imperial fleet, once considered invincible, began to disintegrate. Hundreds of years of galactic dominance crumbled in moments, defeated by a species they had underestimated. It was not just a military victory, but a statement of human potential. Diana reflected on the years of preparation, how her team had studied alien technologies, reverse engineered captured systems, and developed strategies that went beyond traditional warfare. They understood something the Galactic Empire had forgotten, that true strength comes from adaptability, from the ability to learn and overcome. As alarms blared and the bridge descended into pandemonium, Diana remained calm. She was more than just a soldier. She was a message, a warning to an empire that had grown complacent in its perceived superiority. The last thing the alien commander saw before the bridge's view screen shattered was Diana's unwavering gaze, a look that promised this was only the beginning. Humanity had arrived on the galactic stage, and they would not be ignored. In that moment, Diana represented more than just herself. She was the culmination of human potential, a species that refused to be defined by limitations, that would continue to push boundaries to challenge, to survive.